everyone, welcome back and thanks for watching. Today I'm going to be showing you how I created this design, how I custom mix colors, as well as how I prep the nails for a fill. I'm going to start by filing out this client's previous design. As many of you know, I love to embed my colors and designs. Almost 90% of the time this is how I do nails. And I'm using Erica's MT20 here with their nail dust vacuum and one of their carbide bits. And I'm just filing the color and removing most of the product, about 90% of the product. So sad to have to file these nails off. These were one of my favorites. They're boho and cacti, and you can see the full design up on my Instagram or Facebook page, Beauty Boss Salon. This client is a trouble lifter. For the most part, we have solved the problem, but she still gets like little bits on the edges of her nails. Has worn square / coffin shaped nails for the last 3 years, but she decided that she needed to change, so we're switching her over to oval nails. Underneath her gel, she does have her natural nails present. They are that long, and she tends to keep pretty good care of them other than the little bit of lifting that occurs. Always get my hand files from Can West, which has been renamed Creative Beauty. These are American Nails brand files, and I use either 100-100 grit or 80-80 grit. Now that I've removed the dust, I'm going to push back her cuticles. She keeps them pushed back pretty well, so I don't really have to do too much here. Now I'm taking that same drill with Erica's cuticle sky rivet, and I'm just removing the dead skin from the nail plate. Now I'm going in with a fine grit buffer from Fat Cat Claws just to remove any additional shine on the nail plate to prevent lifting. Removing the dust, cleansing with Sani Prep, and I'll be applying primer from Amore. It's non-acid, and again, it's just to prevent lifting. Base gel from Amore called Bonder. I'm applying a thin coat on all 10 nails, curing for 30 seconds, and then wiping the dispersion layer off with finish white. Once we decided on the game plan for this set and the color scheme, I'm going to apply Honey Nut onto the ring finger on her right hand and to the middle finger on the left hand. Loved the color on the inspo set, but I didn't have anything quite like it. So here I'm mixing Coconut Shell from Amore, Cameo, and Desert Rose to create a dupe. Now this client is one of my longtime friends. I've known her since kindergarten, and she actually bought me this mixing plate. And it's actually just a ring dish, but it works great for mixing colors on and applying nail art and etc. Now I'm applying this custom mixed color on her right hand, on her pinky, and on her middle finger. On her left hand, I'm also applying the custom color on her pinky, and then I'm applying it onto her thumbs, and I believe it was her index finger. Pink Worm, which is a conceal builder gel. It's quite sheer, and so I'm just applying a thin layer. I'm keeping it wet and moving Elite White through the nail, and I'm also swirling a little bit of that custom color through and adding a little bit of this peachy toned iridescent glitter from Glitter Heaven, Australia. The brushes that I'm using are from Amore. and you can purchase them from Impact Salon sales. Now I'm creating that same swirly design on her ring finger on her other hand as well. Now I'm taking a little bit of crystal sculpt and I'm moving it down the nail plate on her thumbs and dropping in some of this loose glitter from Glitter Heaven. It is a chunky glitter mix, so I kind of have to play around with it. I like the bigger chunks closer to the cuticle, and then I try to move the smaller dots towards the end of the nail plate, but I'm going for a glitter fade in this set. Off camera, I built the nails, cured them for 2 minutes, filed with my e-file and hand file, and I also buffed them. And now I'm applying just a little bit of that custom color, a little blob at the end of the nail. I should also mention that I put a layer of matte top coat on the honey nut colored nails that I'm working on here from Fat Cat Claws. With this watercolor palette from Amazon. If you would like, I can link it below, just let me know. So I'm taking this darker forest green and I'm going to make a stem for this rose design, and I'm going to also add a leaf. Also taking a little bit of the white from the same palette and just highlighting that leaf. I am mixing the watercolor a little bit thicker so it's more opaque. And now I'm taking a custom peachy pastel color that I custom mixed with the watercolor, and I'm just adding dimension to the bottom, the rose petals, to make it look more realistic. Once the watercolor is dried for a couple minutes, I'm going to apply a top coat. I'm going to apply shiny from Fat Cat gloss to every nail except for the watercolor designed one. On that one, I will be adding matte top coat from Fat Cat gloss. Once the top coat is all on, I'll be curing it for 2 minutes and then applying cuticle oil. Now the matte top coat does have a dispersion layer, so I will cleanse that with finish white. Here is the finished result. Thanks for watching. Let me know what kind of videos you'd like to see in the future. Have a great day.